Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Today we are going to review the brand new Black Label 101 release of Spookies. Let's check this out. It's great to see you guys back here on the channel. Thanks for joining me for this video. Don't forget, if you're interested in checking out other content videos that's not featured here on the main channel, check out my Patreon account. The link is always in the description. Let's get into this one, Spookies, guys. I was really kind of excited when this was announced. I know of the movie. It's one of those so bad you have to see it kind of horror movies. That's how I was kind of aware of it. But it was the bonus features that really interested me on this release from 101 Films. You know, about the movie, it's kind of like... it's kind of a hard one to describe. I'll read the back here, guys, because this is kind of, you know, this is a loose kind of version of what this film is about. After their car breaks down, a group of travellers find themselves stranded in a remote part of New England. After taking shelter in a spooky old mansion complete with a graveyard, they discover a Ouija board and they decide to spend the night attempting to summon some spirits. It all kind of goes wrong thereafter. That's a good kind of loose plot of Spookies. This one kind of suffers from, I guess, the two writer-directors were kind of fired off the movie by the producer-financer. They brought in another director who kind of basically reshot her own stuff and sort of intercut with what was originally shot for Spookies. For me, the backstory of this movie is more interesting than the actual movie, and I'll get into that when we talk about the bonus features on this one. Let's talk about the artwork packaging on Spookies here. Once again, 101 Films, the Black Label. You guys know I have a bunch of them here behind me on the shelf. They do a really nice job with these cardboard slip covers. This is number 19 in the Black Label series. You also get the year on the side spine, 1986, which is really nice. When we open it up here, you're going to get your clear Blu Blu Ray case with the discs. We have different artwork on the sleeve, which I really like compared to the cardboard sleeve. I really like that when we get alternative artwork. There is no reversible sleeve art on this release, but you can see that the featured art on each of the two discs in this release are the cardboard slipcover and the paper sleeve in the Amaray case as well. Really nice touch there. We're also going to get a booklet here, which is going to feature a bunch of stuff about the movie, artwork and stuff like that. It's like a 28-page booklet. Really interesting kind of graphic design stuff in there, you know, how it's kind of laid out and the colours and stuff really stands out. Really nice booklet in here by 101 Films. So top notch on the packaging artwork for this release. Let's talk about technical info for Spookies here. As I mentioned, this was originally released in 1986 and it's getting its Black Label version release here in 2021 by 101 Films. Aspect ratio is 1.85 to 1, so you'll get that full screen picture on your TV when you watch this. Audio wise, there is just an LPCM 2-channel stereo mix on this, as is true to how the movie was shot at the time. I will mention this is a Region B Blu Ray release here. Let's talk about audio and picture quality on Spookies here. This is a great looking transfer. Absolutely flawless except for one scene towards the end of the movie where you can kind of see some kind of dirt and speckles on screen, but this is absolutely flawless. HD transfer here looks absolutely fantastic. You can see the grain when you go close up, and when you come back, it's, you know, it's not that it's not there, but when you move back, it's not as obvious as it is when you move close up to the screen. The audio track, as I mentioned, 2-channel LPCM stereo track, does the job. It's, you know, as was true to how the film was shot at the time, does the job. I can't really say more than that about the audio, but video quality on this top notch. Really like this transfer of Spookies. Let's talk about bonus features on this Black Label release of Spookies here by 101 Film. If my math is working out correctly here, there is 280 minutes of bonus features, not including any of the audio commentaries. That's 4+ hours of bonus content here. There's 2 feature documentaries on this as well, which I want to talk to you guys here about. Disc 1, which has the feature on it, has some bonus features on there, so let me talk to you about Disc 1. There is a revisiting the locations kind of years later, which runs 5 minutes long there. You have a 1 minute and a 4 minute, 2 different intros to a 2015 Alamo Drafthouse screening kind of reunion of the cast and stuff on there as well. There is 12 minutes of outtakes. There is no audio on these. There's just kind of music playing over them. It's just the kind of raw footage on those 12 minutes of outtakes. You have a stills gallery that plays as a kind of, you know, as a kind of a slideshow that runs 15 minutes long. Lots of photos in there. And you have about a 1.5 minute trailer, 38 48 minutes of bonus features on the first disc. The second disc, this is really what interested me about this release. As I mentioned earlier in this review video, there is 2 feature-length documentaries here on this. The first one is Twisted Tale, the Unmaking of Spookies. It's a 101-minute kind of basically behind the scenes story of what happened in the movie, what it was intended to be, how it became what it became, and all that sort of good stuff. Really great stuff. That was a highly interesting documentary. I will mention there's 13 minutes of deleted scenes from Twisted Tales, The Unmaking of Spookies, which is really cool. The second documentary is called VIPCO, The Untold Story, which is an uncut version of this documentary that runs 139 minutes long. Vinegar Syndrome comes up on the kind of end of these bonus features, so that's where I'm kind of guessing that these are sort of ported over from a Vinegar Syndrome previous release here. But this, as far as I'm aware, is a first time in the UK. First time in the UK release by 101 Films, as is usually the case with a lot of their black label stuff here. But VIPCO, The Untold Story, is basically about the distribution company VIPCO that was set up from nothing, from one guy on his own one-man band. And Michael Lee, I believe his name was. It kind of deals with the video nasty kind of thing going on in the UK. This is an uncut version of this documentary. It gets a little repetitive at times. People are kind of saying the same thing. But it's cool to have this uncut version here on this release of Spookies. Highly interested again. If you're interested in the video nasty thing, everything that kind of went on, small VIPCO basically paved the way for Arrow 88 Films, 101 Films, all these kind of companies that are up and running in the boutique label business today. Check out this documentary about VIPCO. Highly recommend this one. So that kind of does the bonus features, guys. Absolutely jam-packed with bonus features on Spookies here. Overall thoughts, guys, Spookies, one of those not so good movies. Has to be seen to be believed that this thing was even actually a thing. But highly recommend picking up this for your collection. If you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of those kind of like, as I was saying, VIPCO, video nasty, kind of learning about that stuff, the behind the scenes story of this movie is more interesting than the movie itself to me. That's how I kind of feel about this release, and I'm delighted to have this in the collections, and I highly recommend that you guys grab a copy of Spookies black label release. Once these kind of go out of stock with this slipcase and the booklet, you're probably not going to get them again. So I will have a link in the description, guys, if you want to pick up a copy of Spookies. It's available right now from 101 Films. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for another review video here on the Movie Vault. Of course, if you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, little bell. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen Spookies? Are you going to pick it up? As I said, recommend this one for your collection as a horror fan myself. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more content, as I said at the start of the video, Patreon link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.